rounding itself up. Day 6, live from Defected Croatia 2021. My name is Melvo Baptiste. So much love to all of you guys who have been with us for the entire week. We've been broadcasting from this spot right here all week, bringing you highlights from the festival. This is our final day, our final session. When I was leaving here just yesterday, I said to you that I was going to have a bit of a special night. The classic stage last night absolutely blew my mind. I'm going to talk more about it later on in today's session. But this week, I've been speaking about some special moments from all around the festival, and I've met some wonderful people. But one of the most colourful and wonderful characters that I met is a young man called Jaden, coming from Texas. For the very first time, he left Texas to come to this festival. He brought his roller skates with him, and this is how he got down. It feels like carnage here today. I know I always say that people are kind of running past us all the time, but yeah, it definitely has that kind of last day of the festival feeling. Sam Devine has arrived shortly. We'll be having a little conversation about all things Defected, what she's been up to as well. And we just watched some clips from Jaden. I love that guy. As mentioned, his very first time at the festival, travelled by himself, 22 years old, roller skates under his arm, and yeah, delivered over the weekend as well. He's been front row at every single gig. I love that guy. Right, one thing I said, that sitting right by Artist Liaison office, is that we get to meet some superstars, just kind of falling past us all the time. And just yesterday, they don't come much more special than these guys. Kenny Dope, Louie Vega, the Masters at Work joined me on the creakiest sofa in Croatia. We had a beautiful chat. Here's what went down. I've said it a few times on this show that we're based right next to the Artist Liaison office, and just occasionally some DJs, some artists will pass by, but sometimes some legendary acts pass by as well. Kenny, Louie, how are you?
What's up? Good, man. How about you?
Yeah, really good, really good. So you played last night, Barbarella's. Big party, Glitterbox, how was it?
Really, really fun. It was good to be out and playing some music for the people, definitely.
And Louie, you landed today, right? You just got here.
Just got here a few hours ago, yeah.
And there was no chilling for you. It was land and straight out to the beach stage.
Yeah, you know, I landed, took a shower. My car was there to pick me up, and next thing you know, I'm at the beach stage and streaming live. Everybody, all our friends around the world were watching. It was a lot of fun, you know.
I guess that's one thing that has definitely, one positive that's come out of lockdown is now the streaming. And the fact that you can play a DJ set now and people can check it out at home and stuff. As a DJ, I mean, I'll go to you, Kenny. How do you feel about that? Do you like the feeling of it being that accessible? Or are you a bit more like, no, if you want to see me, come to the club?
For me, I didn't do no streaming at all, period. But I think it's incredible to actually see everybody do their thing in different genres and all that kind of stuff. And it gave a lot of the people a chance to see this firsthand, you know what I mean? So that worked. A lot of music got spread around that way, you know what I'm saying? Louie was doing his thing like every day, you know. I have other friends that really got busy with it. And it's dope. It's really dope. I just couldn't wrap my head around now trying to figure out video and streaming and all that kind of stuff. Plus I had just moved, so I was just like more, you know, into taking care of the house and all that kind of stuff, you know?
Yeah. No, I hear that. It was a strange thing at first for a lot of people. You DJ in front of thousands of people, but for some reason, DJing in front of a camera just felt totally different. It was a whole different energy.
But I think the cool thing about it is you're actually in your own setting, right? So you're at home, so to actually go and pull records from your wall and just play whatever you want, you're not restricted to anything. You're not really in front of a crowd, so you can play whatever you want. It's not like you're not worried about keeping the floor at a certain pace or, you know, at a certain vibe. So I think it was cool. You know, for me personally, it was more about the cameras and all that setup, and I didn't have the head for it, you know what I mean?
I'm like you. When it comes to technical stuff, I'm not there. Louie, I mean, you were the complete opposite of that. Your shows were kind of turned legendary during lockdown, and you were relentless with it.
It was an animal, man. It's an animal.
The animal. I mean, if you think back to it now, does it feel like, how did I even do that?
Well, you know, it actually worked out well for me because I already had cameras at home, because I was doing Worldwide FM for Giles once a month for 2 years. So it was already there, but it was really Giles who pushed me to do it because, you know, he said, Louie, you know, how would you like to do the show that you're doing once a month, but every day, 5 days a week? I was like, wow, that sounds like a lot. I was saying, man, I think, you know, people might get bored of me. I mean, I don't know, you know, it didn't feel right, you know? But he said, no, Louie, you have such a vast collection and knowledge of music that we can do different types of vibes every day. So we started doing, like, you know, disco and boogie on Mondays, house classics on Tuesdays, you know, Wednesdays, expansions NYC sound, so everything was new and fresh. And then Thursdays was more like eclectic. So it would be jazz, Brazilian, African, everything.
Yeah.
And then on Friday, I would do these something called Sacred Tones, where I would do something special and pay homage. For instance, one time I did one on my uncle Hector Lavoe with Donny Hathaway. So you wouldn't ever see those two artists together like that, but I played their music, and it was just amazing to be able to do that and talk about experiences that Kenny and I had, like working with George Benson and all these artists, Tito Puente, and everybody we worked with over the years. You know, and really celebrating a lot of our heroes, you know. So
I mean, Kenny touched on it a minute ago, and streaming probably allowed a lot of people to be more eclectic in their selection of music and not feel like they have to keep the dance on.
You're not restricted to anything, you know what I'm saying? You're not restricted, you just do what you do, and you do when you want to do it. I know guys that are turning that thing on at 2 in the morning. That's when they feel like playing, and there's people actually around the world tuning in, you know what I'm saying? So that to me was amazing to see that, you know what I mean, and the appreciation. And the thing about music, it touched a lot of people, especially this time, because of everybody was stuck. We were stuck. Everybody was confined, locked up, and you couldn't go out nowhere. And the music got people through all that stuff, you know what I mean? The lyrics and just the sound, and that to me was the positive out of all this stuff, is it brought people together that way, you know what I mean? So.
I don't know the next time, if ever again, I'll have the opportunity to sit down with both of you like this at the same time. Thank you for joining us, man.
Thank you. Peace.
Thank you, Melvo.
No, man.
Yeah, that was a special moment. If you would have told me 5 or 10 years ago I'd be sat on a sofa interviewing the Masters at work, not sure I would have believed you. Legends of the game. Next year being 25 years since the new Eureka Soul project as well. Hopefully they do something a little bit special. Yeah, I really do hope so. Anyways, love to the Twitch family. Thank you for joining us today. My name, of course, is Melvo Baptiste, broadcasting live at the moment from Defected Croatia, of course. Very shortly, we're going to be joined on this sofa by Sam Divine, as mentioned, talking all things festival, all things music. But just yesterday, playing his very first set here at Defected Croatia for this year was the legendary DJ Spinna. A very warm welcome back. So as mentioned, we've been watching some highlights from the festival, but we're also joined by one of my favourites.
Oh, you're my favourite.
Don't say that,
You're
Sam.
my favourite.
Sam Devine's in the building.
What up?
So we've had a few parties out here so far.
We've had a few parties. It's party non-stop. It's party non-stop.
And clearly it's far from being your first Defected Croatia.
I would call myself a veteran of this festival now.
A vet of the festival?
Yeah, vet of the fest.
How does it compare to previous years when you've been here?
I honestly feel like this year is like the first year all over again. Like, I think obviously because everyone's been in lockdown and has so much time off, and to be fair, we didn't actually think that anyone apart from outside of Europe was actually going to get here, right?
Yeah,
but there are so many Americans here. I've met like people from Japan, like all over. It's just insane, and everyone is just ready to boot off. Like the energy this year is just absolutely insane. I've never cried and laughed so much in 6 days. Like I haven't stopped. Like my cheekbones are hurting so much.
This is actually the first year where it's come to the end of the week and I'm genuinely like, I want more.
Same.
Where normally I'm like, you know what, I need to get myself home
Body
now.
bag, mate.
I need
Book
some
me on
food,
that flight now.
some sleep.
Yeah, all of that.
You just said a minute ago about the people that you've met from all around the world.
Yeah.
You produce, you run the label, obviously DJ.
Yeah.
How important has radio been for your career?
Oh my God. I mean, career in general, it really has, but I mean, for sure in lockdown, more than anything, obviously not having any gigs and being able to share, you know, the music that you love and actually, you know, still want to be able to play club music, but for the radio, because people are still at home dancing, right? They're still doing their thing. So it's been, I mean, for me, I mean, the Defected radio show has just given me so many opportunities, like so much life. I mean, I wouldn't have been able to travel as much as I did. Like, I remember the first time that I played in the States and like everyone's like, oh my God, Sam, the Defected radio show. And I'm like, how would you even know about it? You know, it's like, it's crazy. You forget how big the Defected and the Glitterbox radio show is, right? And still to be able to connect to people, it's so important.
It's that intimacy.
Yeah.
And sometimes, I don't know if you get this as well, but you can be doing the show regularly, but it's only when you come away and you're on a site like this and you start bumping into people and you're like, hold on a sec, people are really still receiving this really well.
I mean, you know, our community is so loyal, you know, and I mean, that is what I'm so grateful for this festival, because, you know, people come back year after year after year, and for everyone that didn't make it this year, we raved hard for you guys, but you were there in spirit with us, you know, and we leave no one behind, you know, and that's why the radio show is definitely so important. And also to be able to play records on the radio show and then play them out here for the first time on a big sound system and everyone's singing the words. I'm like, how do you even know the words to this record? Like, it's just, it's nuts. Like, I've literally been floating on cloud 9 this week. I really, really have. The energy, I keep saying, like, I don't want to get upset, and then I'm like, like, so emotional, but it's beautiful, and literally every stage has its own magic presence.
Yes.
And every DJ has brought like 10 out of 10.
It's funny you said that. We showed some clips from your set on the Olive Grove just the other day.
Yeah.
And it was so beautiful for people they watch you playing house sets, but to see you mix it up and do that.
Yeah.
But I want to ask you something. I'm going to give the people viewing a little bit of an insight. And I want an honest answer out of you.
Tell me.
Tonight, you're DJing the big back-to-back session.
Yes.
You're playing back-to-back with Simon.
Back-to-back with Simon.
Back-to-back with Simon. Is it just fluid and really fun, or sometimes can it feel like I've got the boss on my shoulder here?
Do you know what? We've been doing it for so long now. Like, I've been with Defected like 15 years this year. Actually, like next week it's been 15 years. So we play back to back quite a lot, but still, I mean, I had to WhatsApp him earlier. I was like, how are we doing this, bro? Like, are we playing it safe? Are we knocking them over their head with it? And he's like, you lead. And then I was like, okay, but you start, then you set the tone. So it's like one of those ones. And then literally, it probably took us about 45 minutes to get into our jam. And then Reva came on, and I was like, Simon looked over and he was like, we've just got our like vibe going now. I was like, can we play for another hour, please? I know, like we were just literally warming up, but it's cool because obviously he likes to play like new records and I play old, but we just vibe off each other. It's so much fun to play back to back with. Back in the day it used to be really, really scary, but
honest,
it's fun.
It was a slightly loaded question because in my first couple of years, I found it so hard.
Yeah.
I used to be so nervous beforehand, but I know you just roll out now. And
just roll it out now. We're just like vibes in out, and then we'll look over and go, yeah, play that one, and then they go, yeah, play that one, and it's just a vibe. It was so much fun.
Before we go today, I know it's difficult for you to walk around this festival without people kind of grabbing hold of you for a little photo or a little hello.
Yeah.
And you've always got a smile on your face. I've never seen you ever say no to a photo or an interaction.
No, never.
Have you got a little message for the people who have travelled from all around the world just to kind of come here and see you play?
I don't want to get upset again. I mean, like I said, we all needed this, right? Mel, have you got me?
I know. I didn't mean to do that to you, Sam. That wasn't the plan.
These are happy tears, guys. I swear.
I know.
It's just been so magical, and to be locked down for so long.
Yeah.
And to be able to come out here and just embrace the music, but also enjoy everyone as well. It's been really, really beautiful. And I think we all really, really need this, right? We all really, really need this. And I can't thank everyone for traveling so far and wide. Like, it was a mish, you know. It's been more difficult this year, obviously, with, like, you know, all the hurdles that people had to jump through to actually get here. No one's complained. No one's been like, oh, it was ag to get here or anything like this. Like, everyone's just embraced it because they knew that the final destination, you know, it's not about the journey, it's about the destination. And just everyone's been like so loving and just so, you know, the words that people have said, you know, people have said that I've got them through lockdown. I saved them in lockdown. I was like, bro, you've saved all of us, you know, by keeping it going. And it's just been so magical. And like I said, it's like the first time all over again. It was like just everyone walking around and hugging each other. You know, I've met so many people that have come here on their own. And guys, if you haven't got a crew to come with, come on your own, because trust me, you will make family and friends for life. I mean, I'm not just saying this because obviously, you know, Defected is my world, but this is the best festival in the calendar for me. I look forward to it so much because I'm just walking around on air and there's no bad vibes. Like, everyone's just, it's just incredible. It's just an incredible festival. And I get to hang out with you loads, man.
I didn't mean to make you cry. That was beautiful.
No, it's all good, man. Like, emotions are running high. Like, these are really, you know, they are happy tears. I'm just so grateful that now, you know, we can just get back to doing what we love.
Well, Sam,
you know,
look, we're grateful for you. Every single set.
I appreciate you
As
so
always,
much.
you've just walked up, handled it like the absolute pro, like you always do. We've loved
you
it.
too. I love you.
No more tears, no more emotional stuff.
No
you have
more
a stage,
tears. I'm gonna start singing Frankie Knuckles.
You have a stage to rock.
I do.
So we're gonna keep things moving. Ladies and gentlemen, Sam Divine joining us live. Just yesterday on the main stage, it was Classic Music Company. Honey Dijon had a real moment on that stage. She grabbed the microphone, got the crowd to go quiet, and delivered a little message.
The Queen. Let's go.
Mr. Luke Solomon, thank you. Get off me. Thank you. And as a house head, oh, hi, Lucy. As a house head, having Louie Vega remix one of my records was like one of the best things that's ever happened to me. So I'm gonna play Downtown. Have you bitches heard it? Y'all ain't heard this shit, because y'all would have screamed louder. You heard it? Okay. Anyway, thank you guys. I hope you had a good time. Oh shit, hey. We lost K-Han and Paul Johnson last week, but their music will live on. And can we just have one moment of silence for Paul Johnson and K-Han? They were so instrumental to doing what we all love to do. And I think we should give them a little bit of respect for just like a moment. Can y'all shut the fuck up, please? The bitches in the back, shut the motherfucker up. Okay, this is the club.
Spread the news. Everybody jump around.
We didn't mean to make Sam cry. That was just a nice little heartfelt one-to-one. She's obviously emotional, all of us are. It's been such an amazing week right here at Defected Croatia. Once again, all the love in the world to Sam Divine. We've also just checked out some footage from just yesterday, the main stage, rocking. Carl Craig rocked it, Honey Dijon had that moment which you just witnessed right there, controlling the crowd like she did. A lovely little moment for Paul Johnson as well, and just all round an amazing moment. Right, we're about halfway through today's session. Just yesterday, I mentioned there was going to be a special moment. Lovebirds DJing on the beach stage. I love the record, Want You In My Soul. He's also been kind enough to send me a copy of that, signed one that I've got on my wall at home. But to watch him playing it live here at the festival was a special moment for all of us. If I'm ever giving someone advice about the festival, as tempting as it is from kind of run from stage to stage, trying to chase your favourite DJ, the best thing to do is to just pitch up and wait somewhere. However, I lost all of those rules just yesterday. I literally ran from one side of the site to the other to catch that record being played live. Big shout out to Basti, aka Lovebirds, Want You In My Soul, such a forever song for all of us. What a moment. Okay, we showed you some moments so far from the main stage in the Olive Grove. I want to show you some moments from a boat party that took place today. The Expansions boat party, Louie Vega, but here's some bits from Simon Dunmore.
Take my love, take all my love, come show me love, something about the way I'm feeling. Use me love, roll me love, come to me love, something about the way I'm feeling. I'm feeling something about the way I'm feeling. I'm feeling something about the way I'm feeling. You got me feeling something about the way I'm feeling. You got me feeling something about the way I'm feeling. Trust me, love, I'm right here, love. Come close to love, tell you about the way I'm feeling. Don't run, love, move me, love, room me, love, something about the way I'm feeling. I'm feeling something about the way I'm feeling. I'm feeling something about the way I'm feeling. Take on me from head to feet. I don't have to speak. Can be my love, complete me love, teach me love, something about the way I'm feeling. Bless me love, arrest me love, come touch me love, something about the way I'm feeling. Make me love, unbreak me love, shake me love, something about the way I'm feeling. I'm feeling, you got me feeling something about the way I'm feeling. I'm feeling something about the way I'm feeling. 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 This is heaven, and I want to stay forever, This is heaven, and I want to stay forever.
you some more action from the boat party just today. Once again, Simon Dunmore, Louie Vega, Expansion's boat party. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I've said so many times today that some wonderful people happened to kind of come walking past us. Just to my right-hand side, Luke Solomon. Yeah, label boss at Classic Music Company. They were rocking out the main stage yesterday. Yes, we enjoyed ourselves until close as well. Right, loads more highlights to come. Jaden Thompson coming very shortly. But right now, we're going to take you to some spanking new action. Coming up next, just for you guys, we've been around the Olive Grove already. We've been around the main stage as well. We've been to Barbarella's as well. But right now, Lucy, we go to... Of course, my favourite. You can tell it's the last day, can't you? My head's all over the place. Dan Shake. Everyone was excited about Dan Shake this week, actually. They've been waiting for him to play the whole week. He came to the beach yesterday, and my gosh, did he show up. Check this. Final day broadcasting from Defected Croatia 2021. Just about keeping my head on my shoulders at the moment. Dan Shake rocking it yesterday at the beach stage. Without doubt, one of my favourite DJs. And yes, Dan Shake will be back for more of the same. Well, we hope so, next year anyway. I mentioned just a minute ago, yesterday was Classic Music Company at the main stage. And making his very first appearance here at the festival was Jaden Thompson. So that was the first time myself I got to watch Jaden Thompson DJing live. Yeah, he's got it. He rocked the stage. When he first arrived, it wasn't overly busy just yet, but he built it up just perfectly. I've heard one of his favourite DJs is Derek Carter, and yeah, it just kind of makes complete sense now after hearing him play. I hope I don't confuse you guys too much when I talk about the different stages at the festival. Sorry, I mentioned where we're based at the moment, Artist Liaison. Miss Natasha Diggs has just walked past. We might try and grab her shortly as well. But yeah, I don't want to confuse you guys too much, but all around the festival, we have the Olive Grove, we have the main stage, but there's one club which is based off-site. So to make it to this club, you have to catch a little ride, a taxi or a transfer, and you head to a club called Barbarella's. I will always say, I've said it over and over, Barbarella's being one of my favourite clubs in the world, period. It's emotional. Opening at midnight, runs through till 7 in the morning. If the DJ gets it right, there's that moment where it changes from being nighttime into a morning session. It's perfect for me. Here's some highlights yesterday from Eats Everything. If only you guys could see kind of what's happening behind the cameras at the moment. I know I keep saying it, but it's carnage where we're sitting right here. It's constant. There's a lot of people around, and the main stage is just to the right-hand side. I can hear Mike Dunn, Natural High. It sounds good. Right, we've played you some highlights so far from Eats Everything at Barbarella's. I enjoyed that set so much. But yesterday we were joined by a man who, if I say legend, I don't think it quite cuts it. Carl Craig joined us for the very first time. The reception he received was something which was out of this world. And my gosh, I didn't realise I was such a fan of techno. Here's Carl Craig on the main stage.
Defected family. Is this a defected family or is this a defected army? Yeah, I like that. Defected family. Put your hands in the air. Oh yeah. Here we go. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, up! You can't make me lose my cool.
Yes, I'm a liberated woman, but that shouldn't make you be so cold.
emotional moments on the main stage just yesterday. Can you believe it? Carl Craig live here at Defected, rocking it on the main stage. I didn't actually realise before yesterday I was such a fan of techno, of Carl Craig. Again, by the way, I have to tell you, Miss Natasha Diggs just kind of floats past the camera as she leaves Artist Liaison. My gosh, she was great on the beach stage just earlier today. If I can, just for a second, have a little plug. Today's Glitterbox radio show went out. It includes a full version, extended version of my conversation with Masters at Work, Kenny and Louie, of course. And also, you can catch up on that record right there, Carl Craig's edit of Use Me. Yeah, it's been an emotional week. Day 6, our very final broadcast from the festival. I can't go on without firstly thanking you guys at home for joining all of us. All week, you've been here, thank you. Also today, I have to give a special thanks to these guys to my left-hand side at the moment, to Lucy, to Seb, to Dave, to all of the camera crew, the editing crew backstage. They've been going absolutely mental behind the scenes, pulling all this footage together and getting it ready in no time at all in this humidity as well. The pressure and stress on these guys has been insane. It's made my job so much easier. So much love to all of you. And that's it. That brings us to an end. Why not? Let's make some noise for Defected Croatia 2021. That's it. It's a wrap. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to go and well and truly enjoy myself tonight. I'll see you soon.